What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another NFL video here on the Iron Toomey channel. I've actually never called it that before. Well, it may just seem like another video, week 9 is coming up. It's actually a pretty big day. Not election day, don't worry, I'm not about to incorporate politics into sports. I'm really against that. But almost an hour ago, the trade deadline passed, and it's not been as crazy as it has been before, but there were some pretty decently big deals. I know the Dolphins were major players, trading away Isaiah Ford and getting DeAndre Washington is his name from the Chiefs. I don't even know who that is. But enough of that trade deadline talk. If I was going to talk about that, I would have live streamed reactions to deals and stuff. So let's just get right into it. With an interesting game here between the Ravens and the Colts, who are officially heating up. They destroyed the Lions last week. And I'm starting to get the slightest bit worried about the Ravens. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to make a deep playoff run anymore. Obviously, their big storyline is Lamar Jackson has not been playing too well. And they also lost all-pro tackle Ronnie Stanley for the season, literally the day after they gave him a very large contract. I think that the Colts are going to pull this one out. Phillip Rivers is finally not horrible, and the defense is playing as well as ever. T.Y. Hilton got injured again, but that's just what you'd expect. So, yeah, I think the Colts will pull off a quote-unquote upset here, even though they should probably have the higher chance to win this game. Now we move on to a battle of the suck. The Jaguars and the Texans. I'm going to pick the Texans because, obviously they're still the more talented team. It just hasn't been coming together this season. It's pretty ugly down there in Houston. I've said that a lot. And we get their pick. Anyway, Jake Luton is going to start for the Jaguars this week because Gardner Minshew broke his thumb. Moment of silence, please. Whatever. He was playing pretty trash anyway. Raiders Chargers. The Raiders picked up a 10-point dub against the Browns this week. And the Chargers, I believe, also won their game. Let me check. Yes, they did. They beat the Broncos, which is not a hard task. I'm finally starting to kind of believe in the Raiders, you feel me? So I'm going to get them to pick up the dub here, especially when the Chargers just traded away one of their key defensive guys in Desmond King to the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, the Raiders, their offense is outstanding. They're capitalizing on a good season from Derek Carr. Josh Jacobs is playing extremely well. Darren Waller is one of the top tight ends in the league. And they've got a bright future in Las Vegas. I almost said Oakland. Now we got the Patriots and the Jets. The wheels are just completely falling off for the Patriots. And the Jets, they fell off a long time ago. I think that the Patriots will get a win against the Jets and maybe instill some false hope in the fans. They did not end up trading Stephon Gilmore, which is interesting because I guess that means they're not officially rebuilding, even though it's pretty clear they're going in that direction. If I was Robert Kraft or whoever their GM is, whoever made that decision, I would have dumped his massive salary off somewhere else in exchange for a first-round pick. But that's just me. And now we move on to the Seahawks and the Bills. Originally this would have been an MVP battle or whatever, but Josh Allen has sort of cooled down a bit after a red-hot start. Has not been playing great the last couple of games. But I still think that the Bills are going to get the... Actually, no. I changed my mind. Let's go to the Seahawks because I keep forgetting they added some defense. They got Carlos Dunlap, and I think that was the first official, trade season move or whatever. So yeah, I don't know if it's not going to fix their defense entirely. It is not good. But, I don't think it's going to be at the level anymore where you're going to lose if Russell Wilson isn't having his typical game this season. And a typical game for him means 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now we have the Panthers and the Chiefs. That's an easy Kansas City dub. The Broncos and the Falcons. These are two pretty bad teams. They're both really bad, actually. I expected the Falcons to get rid of either Matt Ryan or Julio Jones or both at the deadline, but I guess they didn't, and that is not a good idea. Because now you just got two old veterans that really, I mean, Matt Ryan maybe, but Julio Jones is probably not a part of the team's future. Their best players are young now, and guys like Calvin Ridley, Grady Jarrett. The defense is just god awful, and for that, I got the Broncos winning and dropping the Falcons to 1-8. Even with one of the best defensive linemen in Grady Jarrett, the defense is just so horribly horrendous. And it's not 100% their fault. Their entire secondary has been injured like 5 times. But they really just gotta sort of tank and get some better guys on that unit. Then we have the Bears and the Titans. I don't even know why the heck I felt like it would be a good... Hold on. I'm an idiot. You guys have probably been yelling at me in your heads because I forgot to put this at current standings. So, whatever. Okay, anyway, as I was saying before I realized standings weren't correct, I feel like a fool for picking the Bears last week. Even before now, I said that the Bears were like a fake team, and even though they have a good chance to make the playoffs, they're not. They're just going to get bounced in the first round. I mean, it's even more evident now after that loss to the Saints. Their quarterback situation hurts my brain, especially the whole Nick Foles thing. I just don't like talking about the Bears for that reason. I got the Titans winning, especially with their new addition of Desmond King, 25-year-old cornerback who's already made a Pro Bowl. Actually, no, I think it was an all-pro team, even better. And we have the Dolphins and the Cardinals. I am both thrilled and surprised with us managing to beat the Rams last week. That was pretty much all defense and Jakeem Grant. So don't even come after me with, oh, Tua sucked. He only got 93 yards and a touchdown in his debut. I don't care. Tua can play like that his entire career if we win games. I don't really care, man. But on the other hand, we got the Arizona Cardinals, who are really, really good. They beat the Seahawks. They beat the Cowboys when they were... Actually, no. Wait, no. Cowboys were bad when they won. We'll go with the Cardinals. They should be red hot after taking down the Seattle Seahawks. Buda Baker's not going to get chased down by anybody. The Dolphins' win streak ends, but they're 4-4, so it's cool. You already know which way that's going. Packers, Niners, tomorrow night. No, not tomorrow night. Thursday night. I'm an idiot. It's Tuesday. NFC Championship rematch, but the Niners are probably going to become bad now because this isn't it officially, but George Kittle and Jimmy Garoppolo are out for the season. I mean, at least with Kittle, he's out 8 weeks, 9 plus. I mean, the earliest he can return is week 17 against the Cardinals, and if they're not, like, trying to sneak in the playoffs or whatever, he's not going to play. And I definitely got the Packers taking the win there. Then we have the Washington football team and the Giants. I'm going to pick the Giants because last night they almost managed to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got Tom Brady to slam his helmet into the bench, which is interesting. Daniel Jones still threw 2 picks, but also 253 yards and a touchdown. So that's just bad instead of horrible. Good for you, Danny Defense. That's good. Because I am not calling him Danny Dimes. He is horrible. Vikings, Lions. And it was kind of surprising how the Vikings were able to beat the Packers like that. That was all Dalvin Cook. So he's probably not going to have another game like that, which means the Lions are going to win. This will probably be the game where we get to see Everson Griffin make his Lions debut. I don't know if he's done that already, though. I need to look at the stats of every game. Finally, we got the Saints and the Buccaneers. I got the Bucks winning this one and improving to 7-2. They're legit Super Bowl contenders. I'd say Brady right now is the 3rd best QB in the NFL behind Russ and Mahomes. The defense is great. They're the best rushing defense in the NFL. That's obvious when you got guys like Devin White, Shaq Barrett, Vita Vea. Actually, no, he's hurt. Ndamukong Suh or what's left of him. Anyway, so there we go. That's the predictions. AFC remains pretty much the same, except I believe the Raiders sneak into the playoff picture, and the Buccaneers take over the #1 seed in the NFC. And, yeah, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this round of NFL predictions. I actually think I did pretty good last week. I ain't been, like, keeping track if I get my picks right or not, but I think I remember looking at the box scores and I'm like, wow, I did pretty good. So hopefully, hey, it'd always be nice if I could, like, get all the picks right, but it doesn't really matter. So that's the end of this video. Like, subscribe. I like the growth of the channel recently, y'all. We got some good videos. We up to 18 subs. That's nothing. That's horrible, but it's better. So I like the direction this YouTube thing's going. And if y'all keep giving me the support, I'm gonna keep grinding out these videos. You people are the motivation for me to put myself through the pain of editing. So if you want to see more Iron Toomey content, then you gotta make me want to give you more Iron Toomey content. This shameless plug is over now.